What's up, everybody? What's up? Happy party! Yeah! What's up? What is going on, everybody? What is up? Welcome to the See.Plan.Do show with me, professional life coach, business coach, mindset coach, Mr. Garry O'Neal Jr. And as always, when you see me out in the streets, please don't forget the junior. Shout out to Pops and welcome to another Power Pack podcast here on the See.Plan.Do show. And here we're talking about season 4, episode 19, entitled System Error. All right. And in this episode, I'm going to be going over if you feel as though you need a reboot, you need to reset your system. There's an issue. Your system is crashing. If you feel like you have an issue, this episode is for you. All right. So without further ado, can I get to my shout outs? Of course you can, because it's your show. All right. So welcome. Of course, my first time listeners. Thank you so much. My day one A1 listeners. Shout out to you that have been here through the thick, through the thin, through the ups and the downs and the long episodes and the short episodes and internet radio and podcasting. Shout out to you. People that are watching this, checking out your favorite life coach in 1080p, as well as people that are in the U.S., outside of the U.S. Thank you. You literally could be watching anything else. You literally could be listening to anything else. So whether you're watching me on YouTube, you're listening to me on your favorite streaming platform, thank you. All right. My job is to not let you down. My job is to give you this heat. Tu sabes, las vibras. You know the vibes. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so again, season 4, episode 19. Oh, man, we're almost done with the season. All right, so if you've been rocking me since season 1, since episode 1 of this season, man, we've had some really great guests on the show. We have some really great information. And so this is one that I kept thinking about. And I said, you know what? I'm going to drop this. All right. So make sure you buckle up because it's going to be a nice ride. All right. So without further ado, let's get to our See.Plan.Do moment of the week, sponsored by Heart Savers Maryland. So right after this brief commercial break, we'll get right into it. All right. Here is your See.Plan.Do moment of the week, entitled Heck Yeah. Heck yeah, or the other word. You know, I don't know when you're listening to this and who you're listening around, but heck yeah or the other H word. But normally I usually say it. So heck yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say it. Hell yeah. We're not even going to say heck yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So usually, let me pull you behind the curtain. Usually I record the weekend, with the guest. It might be, with their time permit. So it might have been before, after the weekend. It depends, right? Now with the Ravens playing, usually I'm going to record right after the Ravens win, right? You heard what I said, after the Ravens win. So let's go over. So of course my Ravens beat the Chiefs. Now let's just talk about that for a moment. All right. So one, the Ravens played the Chiefs. Chiefs were highly favored. They were like, yeah, this is going to be a blowout. The commentators, all of the sports analysts, let's say it was like 8 of them. All 8. No, 8 of them were like, hey, Ravens are the Chiefs. Only one said the Ravens. And he only said the Ravens, not because he believed in it. He only said the Ravens because he didn't want it to just be a complete wash of everyone saying the Chiefs. The Ravens are banged up. It's a lot of stuff going on. They didn't look good in the first game. So it made sense. The Ravens won. Let's just go over that. But there was one critical moment in the game where the Ravens were on 4th and 1. They needed 1 yard. They needed 1 yard to pretty much secure this win, to get there. And the Coach Harbaugh, went to Mr. Jackson, all-star quarterback, and asked him, hey, Do you want to go for it? Now, if you don't watch football, you're not a fan of football. When a team, I don't want to get into really explaining all of it. A team has 4 times to get 10 yards, right? Every time they get 10 yards, it resets. Okay. So 4th and 1 is really, really big. And most teams, if they're not confident, they will just kick the ball or they'll kick a field goal, whatever. But when you go for it on 4th down, if you don't get it, you automatically turn the ball over to the other team, right? Coach Harbaugh said, "Hey, Lamar, do you want to go for it?" And his response was, "Hell yeah." And they got it. They got the 1 yard, secured the victory, ball game. Now, if you don't watch football, you don't watch the Ravens, you don't watch this. This is the second time this has happened. Last year, this happened. He went to him, "Hey, do you want to go for it?" "Hell yeah." And he went for it and they got it again. The stats actually say it's better for us to go for it now that our team will get that 1 yard, get that 2 yards, 3 yards, as opposed to kicking it off. I say this to you to say there is another team, the Green Bay Packers, last year had the same situation. The coach did not ask Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a superstar MVP quarterback. He did not ask him, "Hey, you want to go for it?" He simply brought the kicking team out. People were going livid because they feel like they could have got it. And make a long story short, they did not win. And that was it. From that little point, that caused a lot of problems in that organization. From that point, where for the Ravens, when the coach asked the quarterback, "Hey, you want to go for it?" And he's like, "Hell yeah," and they went for it. That created more trust. Because of course, after the game was over, they asked him. He said he already knew what he was going to say. Maybe he wanted to hear for himself. I say this to you guys who have been watching the show for a while, guys who the universe might have brought you to me or brought me to you. If you're looking for a sign, if you are looking for something, all I simply offer to you is that today, tomorrow, next week, the next minute, an opportunity arises to you where you ask yourself, "Should I go for this?" I simply offer you this: hell yeah. And go get it. We live in a society, if I can be honest and I can be transparent, because this is my show, that we are afraid. We are afraid of getting the things that we want. And somehow we think that those things are going to fall in our lap. We think that we should get the better paying job, but yet we don't apply. We think that we should get the relationship that we want, but yet you're not trying to date. You're not out here dating. You're not even online dating, or you're not being in avenues where you could be dating. You think Mr. Right or Mrs. Right is just going to walk up and not going to do it. And they're going to say, "Here I am." We think that we want to be happy. But what are you doing to be happy? Because happiness is an effort. You have to take an effort to be happy. The things that you want, you can get. This is me as a life coach telling you this. You can get it. And you don't even have to listen to me. You can just simply look around and look at the people who are getting it. Look at the people who are getting money. Look at the people who are getting promotion. Look at the people who are in relationships. Look at the people that are getting what they want. So when you ask me, "Hey, Gary, should I go for it?" I simply offer you this: hell yeah. All right, that is your See.Plan.Do moment of the week, sponsored by Heart Savers Maryland. And as always, best CPR company in the planet, if I do say so myself. All right, let's move on. Let's get right to our Greenlight Entertainment Song of the Week. Now, I usually don't preface the Song of the Week, but I have to offer an official apology. An official apology to Mr. Flo Rida. Flo Rida, I know you're watching the show. I know you're a fan of the show. When I saw Ray Lewis, which that could be another conversation at another time. When I saw Ray Lewis, I was like, oh, this might be a problem, right? And Ray Lewis, number 52, best, if not the best, one top 2 best players of the Ravens ever lifetime. When I saw Ray Lewis, I said, oh man, this might be a problem, right? Just of course the things that he said over the time. And again, we'll talk about that another time. But when I heard the musical guest was Flo Rida, I was like, what? I disrespected this man. And clearly, Flo Rida was the boost that we needed. I made jokes. I was like, they probably paid him via Cash App or something like that. Flo Rida, I apologize to you. You were the boost that we needed. And so this Greenlight Entertainment Song of the Week is dedicated to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you for showing up. We needed those apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. We needed that song. We needed it for that 1 yard. We needed it. So thank you very much. So your Greenlight Entertainment Song of the Week. And guess what? If you're listening to this, right after commercial, you're going to hear the song. If you're watching it also on YouTube, hey, YouTube doesn't play songs yet. So just look in the details section below. And I need you to just go ahead and pause this for my guy, Flo Rida. I need you to pause this episode and go ahead and listen to the song and come back. All right. I gotta give him his respect. I gotta give him his respect. I disrespected that, man. I was like, Flo Rida. Oh God. No, we needed it. We needed it. So that's the song of the week. Right? And we'll, right after the commercial break, you'll hear the song and we'll get right to it. All right. That's enough of that. I can with 100% certainty say that I probably never had a Flo Rida song on the show, but they still were fire. People were still excited that he showed up, right? I was a little surprised. I was like, wow, that was a little surprising, but guess what? We needed it. All right, let's get to our appetizer of the week. Now, first, guys, thank you so much for your responses to the latest appetizer. Garry tries weird beep. So clearly, you guys like that. Now, what I'll do is I have been looking at other stuff to try, right? I do have something I'm going to try probably later on this, in the next couple of episodes. I gotta order it. So I'm going to order it and I'm going to do it on the show. Now, I will say if there's something that you want me to try, some type of weird food or weird creation that you might have seen, let me know. Yes, guys. Now, before we get any further, guys, most of the people that watch the show, that have been watching the show, know that I'm a fan of candy corn. And yes, guys, I have seen the meme with the candy corn ranch. And yes, if that comes out, yes, I will have it on the show. Yes, I will eat it with a delicious salad and wings on the show because that's what you want. And I got to give the people what they want. So yes, if it comes out, I'm getting it. All right. Now, I have seen lately people have been trying to do candy corn wings. I'm going to be on my Soldier Boy. You know who was the first person to do it. All right. If you don't believe me, go back. Actually, I will I will add the episode where I did candy corn wings. All right. Because in this episode, this show, we're about that candy corn life. Okay. Candy corn crew, stand up. All right. Let's get to our appetizer of the week entitled Ghost Protocol. All right. So, as far as, Ghost Protocol, I just want to share with you something that I'm doing. Okay. It's not even any different steps, anything like that, but I just offer this to you so maybe you could do it. All right. So if right now, we're going into, of course, season 4, episode 19, system error. If you feel as though you're not getting what you want, I challenge you right now to initiate Ghost Protocol. Now, what does that mean? Ghost Protocol means that right now I'm challenging you to be a ghost. I'm challenging you to withdraw from a lot of things that are outward. All right. I'm challenging you right now that for 6 months that you are going to go hard. Now, I'm going to offer you what I have been doing because I actually have a binder entitled Ghost Protocol. All I want you to do is take a binder, right? You could put some tabs in it. You can draw on it. You can call it whatever you want. I just call mine Ghost Protocol. And all I want you to do is in this binder, I want you to list all of the things that you desire, all of the goals that you need to accomplish, Let's make that a master list. Okay. Make that master list. That could be in the front. And then all I want you to do is divide up some of the things that you want to do. Health, money, career, whatever, right? Divide these up. And all I want you to do is that in these tabs, you are writing the things that you want and then start working on it. All right. You have the time, you have the money, and you have the skill. I don't even know what it is that you want to do, but I promise you can do it. If you right now, you take 6 months and just go hard, withdraw from, I'm going to be honest. One of the things that you might experience is a lot of, being on social media all the time. I want you to withdraw from that. I'm not saying don't connect with your family and friends, but what I'm saying is it's time for you. It's your time, right? Because no one's coming. It's you. No one's gonna pick you up and say, hey, I'm gonna give you all your goals. I'm gonna help you achieve all your dreams. That's you. Now you can have allies, you can have people in your corner that can support you. But right now it is time to initiate Ghost Protocol. So that means that step 1, I want you to write a list of all the things that you want to do. Do you want a job? Do you want a better job? Do you want a career? What does that look like? Right? Do you want more money? What does that look like? Be specific. Don't just say, oh, I want more money. How much money do you want by a certain time? Right? Make your list. Once you made that master list, I want you to take a moment to look at maybe 3 or 4 things that if you did those things, that the rest of the list would fall in line. All right. Make a master list. 1, 2. Once you go from that master list, look at those things. Because honestly, out of 10 things, 2 things might create a domino effect for everything else. So create that list. All right. Once you create it, I want you to put specific dates, due dates that these things need to be done by. You want to have more money? You want to open up a savings account? When are you going to open it up? Don't just have it out here as dreams. All right. I am a very optimistic person, but we have to initiate these things for you to get what you want. Even me, even your favorite mindset coach. And that means removing distractions. That means getting right into it. That means being aggressive. You can do this. You can. This is that episode for you. If you don't listen to anything else I've done, this episode is for you because you deserve it if you want it. You deserve it if you want it. We're not just going to walk around and a bag of $1 million is going to just fall out of an armored truck. That's not going to happen. But what you can do is start thinking of, hey, what are 5 business opportunities that can make me $1 million? You want to start that business? When? Stop dreaming about it. Do it. So it's going to take time from you. That's why I say Ghost Protocol. Why do I call it Ghost Protocol? Because now you are focusing on you. That means, hey, hanging out all the time? No, we're not doing that anymore. Not for 6 months. Get into the gym. If you got into the gym after this episode and you worked hard for 6 months, you would not even look the same. That's what we're doing. Eating right, going to the gym, getting your money, getting those goals met. You want to go on vacation? Where's the next vacation you want to go to? Where are you going at? Don't let excuses get in your way. And we're going to talk about that in a minute with the entree. But I am initiating and I am calling for your Ghost Protocol. What does going hard for 6 months look like to you? You want to read a book every week or every day? All right. You want to make more money, whatever your goal is. I challenge you right now for 6 solid ass months that you just go through it. That's Ghost Protocol. That's your appetizer of the day. I don't have any steps. I don't have any tips. All I'm saying for you right now is to initiate that Ghost Protocol. Initiate that inward system. Because a lot of times And don't even post it. Do not, and I will offer that. Do not post it online. I want you to minimize all those things you've been doing, because a lot of times people go, oh, hey, somebody might, you could tag, guess what? You can inbox me if you made your book. Don't even tag me on it. Inbox me, because we want it to bubble quietly, and then you'll blow. All right, that is your appetizer. That is a call to action. Ghost Protocol is the appetizer of the episode. All right. So let's move on to our entree. Of course, you know, when I'm by myself, when I'm rolling solo dolo, I don't have any amazing guests on the show. Hey, I'm just here to give you the straight heat today. All right. So our entree of the day, season 4, episode 19 is entitled System Error. All right. So let me start off by saying this. As I've said before in the show, we are computers. We are, for real. I really believe that we are computers just based upon how we're set up. Now, do I believe that you're a robot? Absolutely not. But we are very similar to computers. We process things like computers. It would take, if you moved your arm right now, like I just moved my arm just now, it would take the best computer, the fastest computer, months to be able to mimic that. Not to say you can't build a robot that can do that, but to just be able to have the quick process that I just did with that, or if you were doing something, if you just did a dance, the process that would go through it would take a long time. If you don't believe me, just look at any research on robotics and stuff like that, or computers. All right. So if we are very similar to computers, then why not take the same ideology of it? Now, I started off the show saying, if you feel like you need a reboot, if you feel like you're not where you need to be, you feel like something's going on, then then right now you're at a system error. All right. And that error might pop up. You know, if you have a computer, it might be that blue. If you look at the artwork of this episode, you got that blue, sign that comes up, that blue message that comes up. May have to shut it down. Something internally is going on. So right now, let's talk about the 3 things that you're going to do, Mr. or Mrs. Computer, to get you out of system error. Let's stop the crash. There's a glitch in the matrix. Let's get you back. The first thing, as far as just think about your computer, right? First thing, if you had a problem with your computer, what would you do? You would run to see if there's any updates. So I offer that to you. Let's update you. What are your goals for now? Because you might still be running off your goals that you had a couple of years ago. You look at your environment, look at what's going on with you. Or do you still have the same goals? Because a lot of times we may be running into the same goals and it's causing a problem because we're not there yet. Or maybe we're in different situations, but we're still trying to operate that. Update your goals. Update you. What do you want? What are your new goals? What is your new objectives? What are the things that you want now? Because maybe when we don't update ourselves, when we're not doing things differently, we're not moving differently, we're slow, just like your computer. If there's an update on your computer right now and you have not updated it, then your computer is not going to run as efficiently as possible. Trust and believe this is true. I have a very nice computer and it does updates, every couple of weeks, every couple of months, right? I'm a DJ. When I want to make sure that all my stuff is up to date, because if I don't, then there could be problems. There could be lagging. There could be issues where it's not running the best. So all I ask you to do is step 1, check in with yourself. What is your new updates? Update us. Update yourself, right? And a lot of times, if you ever, we typically don't, but when you go for your update, or if you do an update on your system or your computer or whatever, it'll let you know what it did for that update. So all I want you to do is step 1, update yourself. What are your new goals? What are your new things you want to do? What is the new things that's happening with you? Because, it might be something that, hey, yesterday might not be yesterday's goals, may not be today's goals, or last week's goals may not be today's goals. Okay. So the first thing is update. With the update, We may understand, bring it into number two. We do the update. Sometimes the update might be like, okay, cool, we're good. I want to do A, B, and C. Great. But sometimes, as much updating as we can, we may not be in a position, may have not been in a situation that really, really honors us. So we need to upgrade. So the first step is update. You might be good with the update. The update, simple update, you're good to go. All right, cool. Any event you need to, and most of us do, we need to upgrade. What does your upgrade look like? If you look at any car from, let's say, 10 years ago to now, upgraded. All right. Computer 10 years ago to now, upgraded. Businesses 10 years from now, upgraded. So theoretically and logically, where's your update? Where's your upgrade? All right. I'm not going to get singing on this show, but I think that Jay-Z and Beyonce had a song about upgrading you. What is your upgrades? What does that look like? Bigger house, nicer car. You know, one of the upgrades for me, to be transparent, as your favorite coach, is that one of my upgrades looks like, outside of health, one of my upgrades is taking more time for me, because I'm a people person. I used to be a people pleaser. I'm no longer a people pleaser, but I am a people person. But I understand that a lot of things that I want may not happen, will not happen if I focus on people pleasing. So a update 10, 15 years ago is stop doing that. But now one of the things that I do is that I do shut down the system. I hit that, I shut it down, I reset, take time for myself. And that's just an additional upgrade for my system, that it takes that time. What's your upgrades look like? Tell me what you're up. You can comment below. You can let me know. What new additions do you have, or that you want? Because you may already have updates, or you may need the updates, right? What does that look like to you? All right. Upgrade. So update. Let's make sure, hey, what are our new things that we want to do? And with that, let's upgrade. Because maybe in your update, you say, hey, I need more money. Just money didn't work for me now. Now we need to get into a career. Now we may need to start a new business. Now we may need to do this. Hey, 5, 6 years ago, your weight and your size might have been okay. But now that new update, baby, that new update, my guy, that new update, looking different, sounding different, feeling different. What's that upgrade look like to you? So we updated. All right. Upgraded. And as I bring this home, season 4, episode 19, system error, system error, system error. Because a system error is letting you know something is crashing, something is wrong, and it's not being handled. And because it's not being handled, you're not able to go anywhere. You're not able to do anything. You're not able to get what you want, because every time you want to click on Google, every time you want to click on your emails, or every time you want to send something out, system error, because something is not working properly until we fix it. So maybe it's the update. Sorry. Maybe we need to update the system. Oh, that solved it. A simple update. Or, hey man, I've been having this. One of my first computers when I started DJing was a Sony Vaio. Shout out to Sony Vaio. It was great. It handled everything I needed to do. But as I became a bigger DJ, as I done more stuff, as I got more music, no matter what the update was, it wasn't running properly. And I said, oh, I need a system that can handle what I'm doing. And I had to update. The update didn't work. I had to upgrade. And the computer that I have now easily does everything I need to do very quickly. But even with that, still got to update. So we've updated, we've upgraded. And the last thing I want to offer you as we wrap up this episode, system error, is you are going to need to uninstall. What does that mean, Gary? That means that in computers, there may be things that you have to uninstall because some of those apps, some of those systems will drain you. They will drain you. They will drain your battery. They will drain your processing. They will drain those things. Have you ever come across that? What does that look like, Gary? That looks like a person who only calls you to dump problems on you. And because you're a nice person, you're a nice man, you're a nice woman, you are taking on this information and it's draining you. But yet they don't solve their problems. They just sort of run off. They dump it on you and then they run off. That's messing up your processing time. Because now you're trying to process and deal with it, and they don't care. They just get to go off. They get to dump it on you. Oh, I feel better, but never solve their problems until the next time when they come back to you and they try to drain your battery. I offer you no way. Uninstall that. What distractions are draining your battery? What distractions are getting away from your efficiency? If right now, if I on this, I have this software for me to stream, right? But if I opened up a million different tabs, it's gonna cause a problem here. If I have multiple things running at the same time, it's going to cause a problem. So maybe when we're looking at uninstalling, what are some things that you're doing all the time that is meaningless? I'm not on social media all the time. Now, of course, I need to be on there because I have this podcast, I have a platform, I have businesses. I need to be on there to do those things. But oversharing, I will never do that. Oversharing, we don't need to know. You don't need to take time out of your day to let social media know what you're doing at the moment. We don't give a damn. We don't. I'm gonna just be honest. Your friends will, but we don't care. Something happened to your family, we're gonna put the prayer emojis up. It's not to say that we don't care about you, but you don't have to overshare. You don't have to keep going to social media. You don't have to subscribe to things that are draining your battery and taking away from you focusing on you, the system. Yeah. You don't have to do that. So uninstall some of those things. Remove some of those distractions, those battery draining energy, those distractions. Being on social media. There's a person previously that hired me to help her do her book, that she wanted to do a book. Great. And her issue, or what she said to me, was, I don't have the time. And I said, you absolutely have the time. And she did not believe she had the time. And I had to pull up her social media account. And I said, we're friends on social media. I see you on here every time I'm on here. And then we just did a little journey. And she was posting stuff every 10, 20, 25 minutes. And I said, right now, if you took 1 month where you weren't on social media, you would get this book done. What's draining you? What's distracting you? What's in the way? It could be a person. It could be a place. It could be a thing. In addition to uninstalling, we need to debug and remove any viruses. I want to let this be the last thing. What is a virus? Now, I wish I could go back. Well, I could always do it, but I wish that when I was going through college, when I was at the Morgan State University, I wish that I would have went into computer IT and computer programming because I enjoy it, right? So when you learn about what a virus is one little bitty piece of code that comes in and destroys your system. It's not a huge thing. One little code gets into your system and crashes it. What does a virus look like to us people as a system? It looks like negative thoughts. Oh, yeah. What negative thoughts do you have that as a virus in your system that crashes your system all the time? Let me give you some examples. You're not smart. It's too hard. I don't have the money. I can't. I won't. I cannot. I'm not this. I don't look good. I don't look good enough. I'm comparing myself. Those are viruses. And if you say to yourself, I can't do this, then your system says, cool, cool, cool. Well, we're not going to work on it. But if you said to yourself, I want to do this, how can I do this? Then your brain says, all right, let's start processing this. But if you say right now, I can't, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, it's not going to happen. And your system will crash, because every time you are presented with something like that, your system will go right. That virus will keep infecting your system, and it'll keep saying, you can't do it. How many times have we seen this, guys? How many times? You know what made me think about that? I was watching Fat, Sick, Nearly Dead. Hopefully you've seen that before. That was about a guy who was on a juicing journey, right? And so he had a smoothie, a juice, and he was going around and talking to people, saying, hey, would you be able to do this for a week? And people were like, oh, I can't do that. I won't, I couldn't possibly do that. Really? I just thought it was weird that people were just already just saying, I can't do that. That's a code. That's a virus that's in your system that you need to remove. Because every time you want to accomplish your goals, it will pop up. And what would that look like to you? That will look like procrastination. That will look like not doing it at 100%. That will look like self-sabotage. When a virus gets in your system, you sabotage yourself, and the system crashes. System error. Now you can't do the simplest things, because now this virus is there. We need to remove the virus. Install your own antivirus software. And what does that look like, Gary? That looks like you're not going to allow yourself or someone else, and any people, places, and things to place ideas on you that are not true. You ever see, like, if you're at work, or they say, hey, like, if you get an email and it's like, hey, I'm a Nigerian king, and if you click on this, I need some help. It's a scam. It's something. When they say click on here to get your present, we know they're trying to infect our system. We're not going to do it. You can do whatever you want. I need you to write that down somewhere. I need you to say it to yourself. You can do whatever you want. Society has shown you can do whatever you want. If you want to start a podcast, you could do it. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to do it. If you want to switch career goals, you can do it. We have seen too many people do it. So we've seen too many people do it, or millions of people do it. Then by all means, ladies and gentlemen, then why not you? And if you say, I can't do it, it's because that virus is there, and you need to remove it. Simple removing it can get you back to your system running perfectly. You might have been in a failed relationship, and a virus might have crept in and said, oh, you won't find love again. That's not true. You will. You might have rejected for a job you really want, and you're like, oh, I'm not good enough. Yes, you are. You know how I know? Because if you did not meet the requirements at all, you wouldn't even get an interview. You can do whatever you want. Let me put that into your system. You can do whatever you want. But if you have a virus right now that is corrupting your system, it has to be removed. It doesn't matter if you update your system, it's still going to be there. It doesn't mean that if you haven't upgraded your system, you won't be able to. But honestly, you could do whatever you want. You can be the person that you want. You can upgrade your system. It's just about removing that virus. And today I'll challenge you to write down whatever those virus statements have been. What have they been? All right. And let's remove them. And removing them looks like confronting them. Oh, you don't have enough money. You may not have enough money now, but can you get the money? Hey, how can I get the money? There you go. Hey, I don't feel attractive. Well, then what makes you feel attractive? And then do that. Yeah. It's time to remove the viruses. All right, guys, that is the end of this episode. All right. Please like, share, and subscribe to this episode. Let me know how you felt about it. All right. Of course, we have tons and tons of more episodes going on down the line. All right. You can always check out each and every previous episode by going to my website, See.Plan.Do.show.com, or you can check me out on any of the social media platforms. Connect with me. Let's connect. Okay. All right. I drop episodes each and every Tuesday, hot and fresh, ready to go. All right. If you are looking to be a guest on the show, you want to subscribe. As far as you want to be a supporter of the show, you want to promote your goods, your services, all those wonderful things. Please let me know. All right, shoot me a line. I'm always offering opportunities for that, opportunities for you to be out here. And last but certainly not least, thank you. Simply thank you. If you took time out, whether it was you watch this full episode, 3 minutes, you might listen to the appetizer, you might listen to the entree. Thank you for taking time out to support me and to support my efforts. Right? So, you, if you have not noticed, are the best part of the show. You are the best part of the show. So until we see each other again, because we'll see each other again. All right. I didn't upgrade my HD camera for us not to see each other again, right? We're going to see each other. We're going to be out here. We out here safely. Until we talk again. We talk all the time, guys. All right. You guys let me know. Yesterday, when I posted something about the Ray Lewis, people was like, hey, some people was for it. Some people was against it. Hey, we're connecting. We're talking. We're communicating. All right. So until we see each other again, until we talk again, and until we share those special, special moments again, always remember, guys, see what you want to do. Plan it out. And then simply do it. Put that in your system today. All right, guys. I so appreciate you. All right. Tell yourself that you're worth it. Put that into your system. All right. Until we see each other again, guys. Same life coaching time, same life coaching channel.